What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another Mothman video. And this is the first video of a new thing I'm trying called Mothman Reacts. I'm gonna have Mothman Gaming, Mothman Reacts, and then Mothman Challenges. I'm gonna try, at least, to get myself out there more, to get, like, that way I'm not just a gaming channel, you know what I mean? But yeah, let's get into it over here, guys, and here we go.
In the following video, a caring mother of two was watching The Little Mermaid whilst waiting for her husband to come home with the children. They had all gone to McDonald's to bring home dinner, and she was eagerly awaiting her food as she was very hungry. However, just 7 minutes after the trio left the house, one of the worst sequences of events in the woman's life happened. She claimed afterwards that things got so
Is that a projector?
of events in the woman's life happened. She
It's pretty cool.
claimed afterwards that things got so spooky that she developed a new fear of being home alone, and after giving the clip a watch, you'll most certainly agree.
I'm gonna get that for my kids. Oh? Smart move. That's exactly what I would do. If anything like that ever happened to me, immediately I would grab the closest thing to me that had anything to do with, like, God or something like that, and I would just be God, you know? Man. Screw McDonald's. Grab them kids. I think they were home. Grab them kids. Well, obviously they were home. But I don't know. I kind of sit and watch The Little Mermaid when I'm bored. But anyways, grab them kids. Call your husband. Say, hey, yo, get here. Like, right now we're waiting outside. I'm not being in that house. A ghost threw a table at me. And me and him hand-to-hand combat. And I won. So we gotta go. Also, they threw a tricycle at me, so I took my karate lessons and I showed that ghost why I'm a black belt. And then they closed the table. I'm not too mad about that one. I had to close it anyways, but the fact that they did it without my permission kind of upsets me. Nah. That music in the background would absolutely terrify me. If all this was happening and then all I heard was man. Was that knocking? Now, okay. Maybe the ghost was just someone who would, like, go over and, like, you know, how do I put it? Renovate. No, yeah, renovate. What am I thinking? Rearrange. I'm not stupid. I'm lost. Rearrange people's houses, and they're just trying to get back to their job, man. They didn't like that table being there. I didn't like that table being there. You know. Yeah, me personally, even though I don't have a personal preference, but, you know, it just looked weird. No offense to the ghost. Yeah, see, it's just trying to move it to the different corner. That's where the Christmas tree goes. Oh, it's almost, of course, it's getting ready for Christmas. Can't blame the ghost, guys. Okay, I thought she was, like, pushed or something. She just fell over due to fear. I'm paralyzed, my body burns. Yeah, it's called a hot flash. The maniacal laugh. Absolutely not. That would up the fear factor 30%.
As Ariel, the mermaid in the movie,
A bug? That was a demon. Did y'all hear that noise?
started to sing while her voice was being stolen, items around the house started moving. The irony of this being paired with the evil movie scene made things much creepier for the mother.
Yeah. I would have fell over and paralyzed, petrified,
And she desperately tried to shut the television off, which for some reason didn't work at all. This carried on for...
Well, because that's a projection. That's just the wall. If you wanna turn it off, you gotta point it at whatever you're trying to turn off, not the screen, because that's a wall.
For 10 more minutes.
I mean,
until
just
her
saying.
family came back through the door and everything stopped. She showed them the video, and none of them could comprehend what happened that evening.
Oh, I know what happened. Someone was just trying to rearrange her house, getting ready for that Christmas tree they were about to put up, or Thanksgiving, like decorations and everything like that. I'm just saying, man. Like, number 6.
In this spine-tingling video, captioned with things that happen at night in the office,
I'm going to be upset if my spine isn't tingling. That's false advertisement.
a male employee was roaming around his workplace. It was very late, and he had only just finished catching up with what he missed out on during his holiday, so he was given the duty to lock up after himself. He was walking around making sure to close every door so that his boss didn't get angry the next morning when he caught something unexplainable. At first, his clients didn't believe what he saw, but fortunately, he captured video evidence and none of them knew what to do about it. Take a look.
¿Quién es?
Strong breeze. It'd be funny if you walked like in front of that that spray bottle. It just went and just sprayed him. I'd laugh. I think that would be funny. Hello, is there anybody here? Spine is not yet tingling. So, let me know if I need to write a hate comment. I'm just kidding, guys.
Weirdly, the chair spun around by itself, and this called for the man to do a quick search of the area. For all he knew, someone else could have ran from under the desk, and there was a break, in which was the last thing he wanted. As odd as this may have been, though, he found nothing.
A chair spinning. Are your guys' spines tingling, or like, cause mine's not. Maybe I should leave a comment.
And neither did the cameras the next day. Similar to the last clip we looked at, this one involved a sole employee working late at night by themselves.
In a warehouse? Come on, man.
Specific recording, it was a factory worker who wasn't quite finished and was finalizing some box positionings to make it easy for the collectors in the morning.
Okay. I don't trust that, because I work at a factory and there is no one willing to stay over to make it someone else's job easier. No one. When we get told to go home, we run to that door. Whoever gets there last is a rotten egg. That's how it did. We worked in middle school and elementary school, and it also works in the workplace. I'm just saying.
Despite making life easy for someone else, though, something decided it was going to make his life hard, and nobody knows what to this day.
Why do you emphasize or express the word hard? It makes their life hard.
Confused? Take a look and figure it out firsthand.
Lo único que tengo como apoyo pues es mi propia cámara para grabar, que no hay nada
Oh, I thought you were using a company camera. I'm glad we cleared that up,
que me
guys.
pueda ayudar a demostrar que aquí hay algo, porque realmente sí lo hay. Sí lo hay. No quiero especular, pero es que cada vez esos golpes, esos sonidos. ¡Ay, cabrón! ¡Ay, no mames, no mames! ¡Ay, cabrón!
Never seen that in a warehouse. That's a new one.
¡Ay, güey!
Or a factory. Or anywhere. And it is still going. You know how heavy those things are? If you've ever worked in a factory or warehouse, you know how heavy those things are. I mean, they're not so heavy that you need to put in like extreme amount of force to push on, but they don't usually spin on their own like that. Even when, like, you know, given a thrust on it, it stops after like one. So that was a little bit, you know,
No hay
just
nada,
a little bit freaky, you know?
no hay nada.
For some strange reason, one of the items used to transport
Yeah, some strange reason. Like it can't be explained. The gravitational force of the cart maxed with all of the airflow going into the facility by the bay doors, you know, and then, you know, gravity and the science, you know. No! Demon. One word.
boxes started spinning around in circles, and once the man realized
I thought it was spinning in squares. I didn't realize that was a circle.
what was happening, he was utterly terrified. He immediately ran around the factory to see if there could be any logical cause for it, but in the back of his mind, he knew it was a ghost. He was highly religious and believed in that kind of stuff, so it did make sense for him to succumb to it much quicker. It is safe to say that he prayed
Excuse me.
extra hard that night.
Number 4.
Graveyards are considered to be the most haunted places on the planet, and it is
I've been to one. It's creepy.
very understandable why this is the case. They are places riddled with dead people, and always
Is that what a graveyard is? There's dead people at a graveyard? I'm never going to one again. I didn't know that.
carry an eerie feeling around them, paranormal or not. In the video you are about to see, a man called
The things you are about to see are things that cannot be explained through the eyes of man. These occurrences have been documented. Viewer discretion is advised.
Darwin was dared by his friend group in a game of truth or dare to enter a graveyard at 3 a.m.
One question. If I play truth or dare and they're like, oh, we dare you to enter a graveyard, I'm just gonna be like, no. Not alone, I'm not.
And determined to not get embarrassed in front of his crush, he decided to follow through.
The things we do for love. That's still no excuse!
He wouldn't have made such a decision if he knew what was going to happen next, though.
Video completo en página Espectros
¿Qué luz
Paranormales.
quieres? Quiero que te muevas.
Okay, is that a stone statue? Or is it like one of those foam statues that are carved and painted to look like a stone statue? Because that makes a difference.
Ahí tiene algo escondido. En esa parte de ahí. En esa parte de ahí tiene algo escondido, amigos. Yo que lo chequé.
Dime qué luz quieres, solamente
Excuse
quiero
me.
saberlo. ¿Por qué quieres luz? ¿Qué es lo que te pasó? Dime
They're
qué es lo
not
que te
gonna
pasó.
answer you.
Ay, Dios, ay, Dios, ay, Dios, ay, Dios, no manches, no manches, no manches. Lo vieron, lo vieron, lo vieron, lo vieron, lo vieron, lo vieron.
Y'all, I can't explain that one unless it's on like, unless that's a fake. Okay, it could be that is a fake tombstone or whatever those are called, and that's actually one of the foam ones that are meant to look like it, and there's a stick attached to it, and someone's underneath it and turns it. That's the only way I can explain that. If that's actual concrete, it would take you a minute to be able to turn it like that. I mean, so...
No mames, no mames, no mames, pon Dios, apágate, 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 apágate. La madre mía, no manches, no manches, no manches, no manches, no manches, se acaba de mover eso enfrente.
Better hope that's not a weeping angel, my guy.
Ay, no mames, amigo, no mames, lo vieron, lo vieron.
Strangely, the stone piece turned 90 degrees to face Darwin, and for a brief moment he sat there completely stunned. It didn't take long for him to snap out of this confusion, though, and enter flight mode, terrified
I would have fought. Turn again.
of a possible follow-up to such a bizarre event. He and his friends vowed to never venture near the graveyard again, and the ironic thing is that he went on to lose that game of truth or dare around late.
He did all that for nothing. How do you lose a game of truth or dare like that? What was worse? That they dared him, or if he said truth, that he lost that game?
When he got dared to kiss someone in the group who wasn't the one he liked.
A kiss is a kiss. I'm just saying, guys. If you get dared to kiss somebody and they don't say no, kiss them. You're winning that game, my guy. Don't make the same mistake this guy did.
Life is all fun and games until reality slaps you hard in the face. And
Yeah, like having to get a full-time job and paying insurance and bills. But I'm sure whatever they're about to say is going to make more reality sense than that.
this is what happened to Luis, a Mexican male who was having the time of his life. He had been out clubbing with tons of people and had a lot of fun with the women present. He had gotten ahead of himself.
Oh, you went out clubbing? I went to work.
Despite having a girlfriend at home, and his friends further encouraged him to have some fun, explaining how she wouldn't find out. He pulled up at
Cheater! Whatever is about to happen to this man, he deserves.
home in his car, and what happened next was crazy, but it's going to take some explaining to link it to him cheating, so hear me out.
Ya por fin en casita. ¿Qué haces ahí?
Was that a cat?
¿Qué haces ahí?
Oh, that was a dog, okay.
Ay, a la mierda. No, man, güey. ¿Qué, en serio?
I think that's considered a head-on collision.
¿Así es la cosa? Salgan. A ver, revisen si hay algo por ahí.
Once he arrived home, an item in the garage moved by itself towards the car, almost
Excuse me.
as if it was trying to damage it. Louis stood there confused and not knowing what to do for a few seconds, until he opened a door and let his dogs into the room.
So that ghost pushed it like, oh, I'm gonna do some serious damage with this. Yeah. I'm gonna go.
They trotted in like nothing happened and greeted their father, but little did he know that their mother wasn't with them anymore. He went into the living room and called for his girlfriend, but received no response. All he found was a letter from the ambulance team to call a number. He did. Was the spirit taking action here his girlfriend, or was it a shock coincidence?
Goes out clubbing without his girlfriend, cheats on his girlfriend, has something pushed towards his car, not that it did any damage, but the thought was there, and then he finds out that his girlfriend is in the hospital. Better change your life around, my guy.
Let me know what you think in the comments. On September the 20th of 2023, Olivia, a worker at her local cafe, was the only member of staff on site. This was because they had reached their low time where the expected customer rates were at 3 per hour. This was a very...
Is that legal? Is that actually legal that you can only... one person has to be working if there's only 3 people per hour? I mean... it keeps labor down, but like there has to be someone to take the order, someone to make the order, someone to clean up, someone to do all the money, someone... there at least has to be a manager there, unless she is. But if she's a manager and she's the only one there, I don't know, is that legal?
An easy group of customers to tackle for a singular employee. At least it was on the surface, but the customers didn't turn out to be the problem.
That's the scariest thing. They took the video down.
So, here. Where's in the back? What the bro?
So,
out of nowhere, Olivia heard a banging noise from the storage room, and instead of going to face it, she checked the cameras first.
Smart! Smart!
Surprisingly, nothing looked misplaced or out of the ordinary. It would shortly, though. For some reason, objects in the room started moving by themselves, and Olivia was left utterly speechless as to why. Because of this confusion, she contacted her co-worker, called Kelsey, who was on shift the next morning to investigate the interior, staff-only sections of the cafe. She searched for a good 2 minutes to see if she could find any evidence of a human or an animal living in the facilities. This is the footage from her search.
Hi guys, this is Bernice. Jocelyn didn't come this morning to work, but she wants me to give you a tour of the back rooms and the storage. So come on, let's go. Well, this is over here is where the incident happened.
Yeah.
Which was
Yeah, that's where the broom fell, and then there was like a head or something poking out, and I think there was a hand.
Crazy because when you told me last night, I was like, what the fuck? And obviously people saw another person, but I didn't see no one, and I don't even know how a person can fit in here, you know? So yeah, it's kind of weird. As you can see, nobody can hide in here, so it would be kind of weird seeing someone in here. So let's go upstairs. That's where like we be hearing all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's kind of scary up here, honestly. I don't like it.
I think we'll be the judge of that.
Gives creepy vibes.
Mm-hmm.
And this is your room. Ay, no puedo ver. But a weird, like, This is just like place to chill. There's a bathroom. I don't know what the fuck that is.
It's a little
Yeah.
cubby.
So I think here is like where we hear most of this stuff. But I don't know. What do you guys think it might be? I don't know. I'm just new here. All I know is that when something happens to me, I'll be like, give me a raise. And like, I don't like these stairs too, cause man, like,
I think those stairs.
I don't
I would love to live in a house or work at a place that has those stairs. I think those are the coolest stairs I've ever seen.
like them. Eesh. Well, what do you guys think? What do you guys think might have happened?
I think I can't wait to see what happened with the dark corner.
And yeah, so that's the tour. Comment if you want to see more.
Unsurprisingly, she found no one on her adventure and sent it back to Olivia for her to upload to TikTok. This wouldn't be the end of the Sage, though. Once Kelsey completed her search and found no evidence, Olivia decided to raise the concern to her manager, who gave consent for a full camera check. The manager expected to find nothing and have the employees move on with their days, but something truly was caught, and everyone present was left speechless.
Oh!
This happened just as Kelsey left the room during her search, and they started to theorize that the ghost preferred acting when no one was present. To this day, the cafe occasionally captures weird stuff
Okay, so the ladder fell, and then there was a pillow thrown downstairs.
in the room, but at this point they've
right there.
accepted that it is normality. Randonaut is an app used by many friend groups
And it is a terrifying app. I want to do a video on it. I do. I actually might here soon.
to go on cool adventures together. The basic concept of the app is to think of something you want to do. For example, go to the park, and it will take you to a random place nearby that satisfies that need. Clearly, these girls were in the mood for a dangerous adventure, though, because where it took them was the definition of eerie.
We were in Randonaut and it took us to a really random, creepy place with all these abandoned apartments. Then all of a sudden we heard like voices from hell. That could be a church. I'm not gonna lie to you. That could possibly be a church.
This is real. This is not a game. This is when we get murdered. Dude, this is not real. Dude, this is like real.
The noises sounded somewhat like a demonic ritual, and the girls decided to stick around and get a TikTok out of it. Unfortunately for us, they weren't brave enough to venture into the building and turned around in fear.
I would have been. I'm not brave. I'm just stupid like that. I would have walked in and be like, "Yo, what's up, fam?" Like, send me a song with my camcorder here. I would have been like, "Sing me a song. Can you play Golden Hour?"
Pretty quickly, what they managed to capture that day was still pretty creepy though. On July 22nd of 2011, a man called Richard was home alone when he experienced one of the creepiest things of his entire life. It was 3 in the afternoon when he heard something drop onto the floor in his kitchen and decided to investigate with his camera. It was at this point that he captured the following video.
Do it again.
Do it again!
Waste of my time. Stop.
That's actually pretty smart.
Do it again.
Do it again. He did it. He did it again. It said, I.
Come on, just yeah. Can you communicate with me, please?
Are you sure you want them to?
Throwing stuff around.
Well, it's not in the same place you left it anymore. That ghost said, you ain't tricking me. Watch this. A yoink.
I don't know to make it matter if that's because it's a cross or just because it was liked or just because I'd drawn on it.
I think it was just trying to prove a point.
Oh, it's getting sketchy. I'm gonna go out the car now. Open the window.
Was that door always open?
Okay. Yeah, that in time.
Oh, he left.
Many items in the
Smart man.
room started to drop to the floor without anyone else in the house. Richard claims that all the windows in the house were closed at the time, so this couldn't have been caused by the wind. Something else must have been in the room. Things got much creepier when the cross Richard had placed in the room flew to the ground more aggressively than any other item, indicating that the spirit
I don't know. That salt shaker.
definitely wasn't on the holy side of things. Richard understandably
Really?
fled the house and waited outside, recording through the window in case something else occurred. However, nothing happened ever again. Could this have been a coincidence, or did a ghost pop in to say hello? I guess we'll never truly know.
I guess we won't. Anyways, thank you guys so much for coming out. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe below. Don't forget to go check out Dubby, my sponsor, Dubby.gg, and use my code Mothman87 to get 10% off your first order. It would help me out, guys. It would help them out. So, really go look at it. But, alright. I will see you guys later.